We are actually making Risotto Rosso, which is by Aubrey Bennett, who you may remember she won a wild card for her lamb shank dish. She also lives in France, but she has showed us an Italian risotto recipe, for which you begin with pancetta and sautéed cremini and shiitake mushrooms, and we're about to pull them out of the pan and then get going. And we have a special guest, Cesare Casella. And
ciao.
Hello. And I'm going to actually let you do the pronunciation of the restaurant.
Rosi, yes, which is Cesare's restaurant on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. And as we said before, he's also the dean at the Italian Culinary Academy. And thank you for So we're going to pull out, here, I've got the slotted spoon at hand, so I'll do this. These are nice and brown and crisp.
Meryl added shallots.
I did. And now we're going to add rice, and Abra Bennett calls for carnaroli rice, which is different from the other recipe, which uses arborio.
In fact, you see the carnaroli is a more longer rice.
It's longer, it's shaggier looking to me.
It also has like a
bit.
gray tone to it, the grains.
Yeah, you're
Because
right.
that is the grain, that line that you see black,
Yeah.
that part of the husk.
Oh, so what we're doing right now is we're toasting the rice?
Yes.
Do you always toast the rice when you make
I
risotto?
toast all the time in
Yeah, we
rice
do.
because I give it more strong. So only sometimes when you have a special type of rice, that is a special. When I toast the rice, you need to be careful because you don't want to taste too much because it's
Burn,
like the
right?
coffee.
Yeah.
And then if you toast too much. The best way to taste when the rice is ready, you cook in this way. If they are hot like now, it's
ready?
Yes.
Ready?
No,
Oh, okay. So we'll add the ingredient that makes this risotto rosso, which is red wine. So we're adding here a mixture of chicken broth and beef broth, which makes it a little bit heartier tasting.
And then what you want to make sure the temperature of the liquid it's the same in what you cook.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
so maybe we should
Because
turn
in
this up a
that
little
way,
bit.
if the rice, if it's the liquid, it's a more high, it's no problem. But if they are
Colder.
they're going to stop the temperature that you cook in the rice.
So what are you listening for? Like,
But like now, if she is very happy.
it's happy?
He's a very happy.
Our risotto's very
And
happy.
but you
That's
need
good
to be very careful because this like somebody's too happy. Maybe you need to check because they told you they need attention. In fact, because the evaporation it's a lot. You need to be
So
careful
it's like a
to the
party.
broth.
It's like if things are going well, you
Yes.
let it go, and then if the noise dies down, you feel like people are bored, you pour them more drinks.
Yes. Or if you go too fast,
Too
means
loud, you
that
kick some people
you need
out.
to kick out.
Should I get some forks for us to taste to see if it's getting there, or do you think
Great
it's...
idea.
Yeah?
Because with the finger is very hard.
Yes.
Needs a little time, but it's getting there.
So we also want to add these back at some point before it's, so the flavors can get in a little bit. So what do you think? It's a good time?
Yes, because at this point the pancetta they're not going to lose anything.
Right.
The mushrooms are strong.
Yeah.
They are not really.
We're not going to get
Isn't that
overcooked.
beautiful? I love how all the colors are
Thank
go
you.
together.
Perfect. So we've got parsley.
Turn off.
Turn off.
Going to put the butter
Yes.
and the cheese.
Wow, we've got some butter.
This process they call mantecare because it's the same way you make ice cream.
That's great.
Now one maybe in the flour.
Wow.
Excellent.
Bravo.
You see already, only 30 seconds after,
Yes.
the consistency they're creamy, they are not watery.
Looks beautiful.
Love it.
Va
Let's
bene?
eat. I
Va
can't wait.
bene.
So do you think that risotto should be eaten with a fork or a spoon?
Fork, because
Fork.
now when you put the rice, you see enough to put there. So
There
when
you
you
go.
when you put the rice from outside, it's more cold. So you start to eat it from outside. So you go
Move
around.
in. Just
Yes.
like the stirring.
Yes,
I didn't know that.
because you don't want it something that's too hot. Because if it is too hot, you don't taste the flavor.
Right.
Consistent. It's
Burn it
very
down.
good.
Thank you so much for
Pleasure.
joining us.
Yes, it was so
Thank
great.
you for inviting me.